Is it on? Oh, hi everybody. My name is Esme Bos. Thank you all for still being awake and listening. I represent Guus, as you can see. And Guus actually just means 6 because we're with 6 people and it's as simple as that. And we have as a client Peter. Hi Peter. He's not here, but we'll do this anyway. The thing is supposed to go now? Yeah. Peter is the founder of Artmond Ameland, and Artmond Ameland is an art event that takes place yearly in November. The whole month of November, the island is covered up in art. It's a combination of the nature of Ameland and the art of some Scandinavian artists and Dutch artists. There are mainly sculptures, paintings. There are projects in the nature, and there are a lot of galleries opened. And this year they also added poetry. It's a unique concept, and it's not comparable with Oerol or anything like it. And it's been organized for the 18th time this year. The target audience of Oerol, Artmond Ameland is mainly women. As you can see, these women are not really young. They are 40-year-old and above. Artmond Ameland would really like to change this fact because they want a younger target group. And to be specific, they want a target group of young parents with young children. These parents are supposed to be about 25 years to 40 years old, and their children between 5 and 12. They want to achieve this in 5 or 10 years, and then they want to have 10% at least younger than 40 years old. Why is it important to have a younger target audience? Artmond Ameland needs a lot of funding, and it also gets a lot of money from the government, and there are sponsors. But these fundings are decreasing, so there's not enough money anymore, and they need other sources to get money. So the younger target audience. Why do they need to stay Artmond Ameland to be alive? Because it's not only important for the people that are involved and the artists, but also for the local vendors of Ameland. Because next to the high season, it is now one of the most profitable months of the island. Peter has come up with an idea. He thinks that it is a good idea to attract these young families with workshops for their children. So the parents can experience the island and the art on the island on their own, and put the kids in workshops. So they have their playful way of having things with art. They can do all kinds of things with art. We investigated this, of course. We have asked at least 20 persons. We went on streets, we went at their homes, we called everybody, and we asked them about this new concept. What did they think about it, and did they already know about it? Well, the first thing we discovered was actually that they never heard of Artmond Ameland. So that was not really nice result, but there was a nice one though. They really like Ameland. Like almost everybody likes Ameland, and they all have a really good feeling about the island. So that's a good one. After that, we also asked them about their children and what do they want their children to do when they go on trips. Well, the first thing was actually that it has to be active. They want their children to do active stuff, and they also need their freedom, also the parents themselves. So it is a good idea to use bikes to do things, not for example buses or stuff, because then they are scheduled. Also the workshops should not be scheduled. Besides that, there is also the art and children combination. But even though if parents were interested in art, they didn't think that their children had to be interested in art. So that was not really a big issue. They didn't really like art for their children. They had to get to know it, but not too intense. So Peter's idea was a pretty good one, because all the families were interested, but the children and art aspect has to be changed. So we have a good idea. We would like to separate the children and art aspect. We do want them to have the ability to do something with art in a playful way, but don't make it an obligation. So we think it is a good idea to put an animation team on the island. that provides a whole daily routine for a whole daily program, and that the children can choose their own workshops. They can do football tournaments, they can do dance shows, they can also, of course, do art, sculptures, make poetry and paint all kinds of things, but not necessarily those things. The parents, they can drop them, and there's one all-inclusive price with a lunch for the children, and the parents can use bikes of the same company. There's an exhibition at the end of the day where everything will be shown. There will be an award ceremony and all kinds of stuff where the parents can pick up their children. Besides all those results we had from the interviews, we also have bumped into this problem. We know it's not our research field. We are not supposed to focus on marketing, but during the interviews it was a clear problem that nobody knew about the concept, but they did like it. So it's a focus point. The next steps we are going to take are, of course, processing the data of our interviews and finishing our research report. But after that, we are also going to Ameland ourselves, because we, of course, want to experience Ameland, even though there is not enough art yet. The art month is in November, so we won't be able to see that, but there are a lot of pictures on the internet and stuff, so we can imagine when we're on Ameland how it would supposed to be. Also, we're going to film there a video for marketing purposes of this new concept that we will come up with, and we'll develop the concept actually. So that was it, and thank you, and Peter, we will see you in 4 weeks, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.